Nufa. This surname is predominantly found in Africa, where 84% of Nufa are found. 62% are found in Atlantic Nigeria. The name Nufali is of African origin and means Father Ali. In the Malinke language, Nfa means father. Nfa is my born name. It means my father. Aun. Aun is a mythical Swedish king of the House of Yngling and the Heimskringla. Nimrod. Nimrod is a biblical figure. The son of Cush and therefore the great-grandson of Noah, Nimrod was described as a king in the land of Shinar. Oannes. Oannes or Wana, an Upkalu in Mesopotamian myth. This is interesting because Aun is said to rule from his seat in Uppsala. Aun was reputedly a wise king who made sacrifices to the gods. So we have Uppsala and Upkalu. What is an Upkalu? Wise sage priest. What is an Uppsala? Uppsala is a temple in Sweden of Norse religion, which involved ritual sacrifice. My question is, how do we have the same priesthood in Sumeria and the Nordic land? These four sages are not representative of Asia or America, so why does the book say so? Now I need to find Agil, the principal magi. The last name Agilid has its origins in France, particularly in the region of Provence, where it is believed to have derived from the Old French word Agil, meaning herd or flock, which relates to pastoral occupations. But there are also Agade and Agal words in Sumeria. There must be some connection to Tintagel. For now, it is a mystery. On the Sumerian-Nordic connection, I was surprised to find the question had been asked. Were Nordic people of Sumerian lineage? I don't know genetically, but language-wise, yes, there are too many Nordic and Viking words that can linguistically be traced to the Sumerian and Akkadian. Though some Latin is related as well, it is possible that ancient Indian, Sanskrit is related. There are books written about cities and village names found in several places in Great Britain, usually along the coastal regions that have Sumerian names. There are also connections between Chinese script, bone runes and seal script in China, that match up to Sumerian cuneiform, which is interesting because Viking ships and weapons are very Chinese in design. Another person writes, to answer your question, it is highly possible, and very likely, that Nordic and Vikings in general were of Sumerian descent. One must remember, though, that the populations of the Arctic regions tend to be Asiatic, not Caucasian, thus the original Nords and Vikings were probably Asians, making Sumerians mostly Asiatic. Then where, you might ask, did the blue-eyed Nordic people come from? I do not know for sure, but Japanese aboriginals were blonde, red-haired, bearded, and taller Caucasian. These people are called the Ainu, the A sound, in the past, and currently in India and Great Britain, is followed by a soft R sound, making Ainu or Ainu. Aryans. I believe the Nazis realized this as well and is one of the reasons Japan was allowed to become an ally. If you believe Aryans came from Iran, as some do, you are once again in the region of Sumeria and Akkadians. Akkadians, or Arcadians, were reported to have invaded Sumeria, from an unknown place. Some may suspect a biblical connection to Noah's Ark. An ark in Akkadian does mean wooden box. It is also possible that Akkadians came from the nation of Atlantis, now highly supported to having existed at the Rikhat structure, more commonly known as the Eye of the Sahara, in Africa, the famous king of that region coincidentally having the name of Atlas. King of Atlantis can be shortened over time to King Atlas. These connections help me make sense of what I'm finding about the royalty of the British Isles. Stay updated to my channel if you enjoyed this information.